Hello, everybody. My name is Neonic, and recently it was my birthday. I'm 19 now, and everything's a little different. I've been putting off making this video a little bit. I meant to make it like a couple days after my birthday, maybe, or maybe the day of, just as a quick video to edit. A couple little things that I want to talk about, and then get into a few big things. I finally got a new job. I work at a Publix now. It's really great. I get paid weekly now, so thank God. Getting paid weekly is so much better than bi-weekly. I've worked there for a full month now at the day of recording this, which is 6:22 at 3 a.m. I'm still living in the current house that I was living in before. I have been trying to record more as much as I can. If you've seen, I started a Doom. I've been recording the new Secret of the Mimic game just to throw the cards out on the table. I'm not going to continue the Doom one. I've realized as a starting YouTuber, it's a lot harder to work on multiple projects considering the job that you have at the same time. For me, at least, it's a big step to have a job and then try to build your own business at the same time, because that's what this is. It's my it's my own project that no one else controls. This is my thing. This is what I want to do with my life. I don't want to blow up just to blow up and be a cool YouTuber with millions of dollars. I want to blow up because it's something that I want to do with my life. And speaking on that, I wanted to talk a bit about the big stuff going on in the world in general. I think the most blatant statement I can make while being as genuine as I can with you guys is that I am scared. And I'm sure we all are. There's a lot of stuff going on. And at the time of me recording this, there was an announcement made by our president on Twitter that he had called the order from what I know illegally. I'm not sure. Someone can correct me on that. To bomb Iran's nuclear missile strike sites. I think that's what it was. That is terrifying to think about. Like, I'm now 19. I've been alive for 19 years, and now I'm supposed to be an adult in a world where I'm told I can do so many amazing things, and you can. There's so many possibilities that you can still try and do. And now there's this going on. And I'm not here. I know I made the quotation marks earlier. It's my own opinion. I'm sure everyone has their own opinion. I'm not here to tell you who you should be thinking about in terms of who you want your leader to be, who, you want the next president to be, or, Trump isn't that bad, or I'm not here to say any of that. I don't care who you are in a way that I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what you look like, and I don't care any about any of that. I find it so baffling. I keep seeing all over my For You page on TikTok is the old Markiplier thing where he was telling you, I don't care what the color of your skin looks like, what your gender is. I don't he was like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. Because it's all about respect, which it is. It's all about respect for one another. Sure, there are other things going on other sides of the world, and we as people can only do so much. I'm out of breath. I'm a little nervous to talk about something like this because it's one of the heavier topics. It's weird to say because it's like it's so big, like that I'm having to think outside of what's gonna affect me this month. Like, oh, what am I supposed to buy for food for the next week? It's not that anymore. Like our our president dropped bombs on another country. That's a big thing. And there's all this talk about World War III. There's all the talk about drafts, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified for my friends, as like none of them are illegal, but there's all the ice raid stuff happening, and I just don't get why it's almost impossible for people to just be human beings with each other. It's just like Mark said in his video. Like everything that I say here probably has already been said in that video. It's all about respect. It doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter what you go by. It's all about just having mutual respect for someone. If you hate someone but I love the same person, sometimes it's just easier to agree to disagree. Sometimes things just don't work out. Yet we're having we're having debates that haven't happened since Jim Crow laws. Like, this shouldn't be coming back up at all. Like, major stuff has been happening, and it's brought to our eyes in like different social media platforms, like I said, through my For You page and different stuff on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And like, it's big for the moment, but then it glazes right back over. And now I, the 19-year-old, who is basically a new adult trying to live my life, now has to try and have a job, build a business, and worry about being bombed. All of it was in the name of peace. You don't you don't achieve peace and respect by hurting someone else. You achieve fear. We are supposed to be the nation that helps our fellow leaders. We help, like, we are the people. We are meant to do more than just lash out like an animal. And that's what we're doing. And that terrifies me. Just talking on here terrifies me because I just know that there's going to be someone who won't respect anything I have to say here. And by random chance that I, the YouTuber with only 300 subscribers, this video gets to that person, they will do nothing but light me up on Twitter, light me up on YouTube, and do nothing but do their best to try and bring me and other people's down about this conversation. And that's terrifying that people think like this. Like, it's not okay to lack basic human decency to other people. Why, because someone looks a certain way, we need to call them a certain name? Why, because someone looks a certain way, we need to immediately assume something about them? I'm not saying that it's impossible for a case to be like that, but sometimes that just isn't, most of the time, that isn't the case. And people just say things. They don't think. There's no thinking behind it. They think the only thought that they have is being right. And they say it out of their mouths, and most of the time they won't even let you talk about it. And if you do talk about it with them, it's never going to get through to them. Because no one, in at least today's age, can just admit that they're wrong. No one can have the maturity and respect to say, you were right, I was wrong. No one has that respect anymore. It terrifies me, man. That I, the 19-year-old, am having to make a video right now about, hey, it's my birthday. Anyway, so we might get bombed next week. Like, I'm laughing, but it's a possibility, and that's absolutely mind-boggling to me. All I can keep saying over and over to you guys is it's terrifying. It's terrifying. Like, of course it is, duh. But that's all I can say to you because that's all that's running through my head right now. I myself have the benefit of being a white dude, right? But that only goes so far. There's so much discourse right now going through the world for no reason. So much discourse going through. I see it in places. Where I live, we have a local restaurant. And just going there with one of my Hispanic friends, they were just giving him nothing but side eye, like staring him down as if they wanted to hurt him. I'm like, why? And that was before this. That was before any of this happened. And yet, now it went from being kind of a thing that they do to just a thing that happens. Like, it's okay to do that. It's not. It's not okay. We took forever to get to a point where it was built. Our place was built off of having respect for each other. It took forever for us to get there, and it seems like we're just going backwards. And I watch all of this happen on the news, and I'm terrified of it. I don't want to send innocent children. We may be 18 and 19, but we're not ready for war. We would be fodder. I, as a 19-year-old, am not ready to do that. Like, if they gave me a psych evaluation, which at this point I don't think they would even care, but if they gave me a psych evaluation, I wouldn't be prepared to go to war. I personally am diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I would, there's so many things I could say I would do that I couldn't say here. And that frightens me that I even have to think like that. It frightens me that I have to say this online for it to have any value whatsoever. I am a person who isn't straight at all, not in the slightest. And I also have friends who are of color. I have friends who are Hispanic, um, friends who are black, friends who are Japanese, and they're all at risk for being hurt simply because they look different, or risk of being deported because they look different. And I have to sit here, and the most I can do right now is raise my voice. And everywhere I look, I'm being told if I do that, I'm going to get seriously hurt in return. Where did we go from when I was a kid, learning how the world works and being told how things sometimes aren't fair, to having the entire chessboard thrown on the ground, stomped on, and burned? Like, what happened? And I'll point it out one more time. It does not matter what you look like, what you are going through, what color of your skin, who you like, who you love, who you don't like, who you do like. It doesn't matter. The most basic human emotion we have as people is just mutual respect and empathy. And yet it seemed like we've lost all of that. Mark had the benefit of having a channel of so much viewage to share that message to. And I feel like I've sort of failed in that aspect where I can't provide this message to so many people who need to hear it. I feel terrible for what's going on. And in countries that we technically shouldn't even have to worry about. But that's not the point. The point is that we're going out of our way to hurt other people, all in the name of peace. You don't get peace by hurting other people. It's literally a tale as old a time as what goes around comes around. Something eventually will try and come back around at us. We are not invincible. No one is. And yet, we're acting like that. It's just baffling to me what's going on right now in the world. All of it happened. Well, it was happening at the beginning of this year, but all of it's happening as I'm turning 19. I'm 19 now, and I have to worry about the fact that I might not wake up tomorrow because in the name of peace, we bombed another country. For this, what's it, second or third time now? Sure, not as big of a level, but the second or third time now we've done this. And we reap the repercussions of it. He doesn't. He won't get any justice unless we do something about it. And there's not much we can do. Unless we finally like pull on the person's ear we need to pull on and get them to listen. But it's so difficult to do that, and it's so hard to maintain hope to do that. While I'm sitting here trying to struggle to do that, we're just doing that instead. We're going and hurting other people. It's so much to worry about. And I don't mean to make this video for anyone who is watching this in the sense of just watching it to watch it. And you maybe, someone who's Hispanic, black, whatever, or you're some sort of LGBTQ. I don't mean to scare you. This isn't about scaring you and, telling you should be afraid, because you shouldn't be. No matter what goes on in the world, no matter how someone tries to tear you down, no matter how someone tells you you're wrong for being who you are, it's not a crime to live. It is not illegal to be yourself. You were born for a reason. Every life has purpose. Now, what people choose to do with that purpose is up to them. I'm not saying that fate defines who we are. I'm not saying that we have predestined journeys in our world. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying, though, is we were given life for a reason. Whether you think it was from God, whether you think it was biological and, you know, we just fade away eventually. Whatever the case may be, you were put on here on this earth in your life for a reason. Even though we're going through a lot, it's important that we keep and maintain our hope, that we keep and maintain our respect, that we keep and maintain the maturity. We can laugh as much as we want, but this is a real world matter. I'm not scaring you, but I am trying to keep you as informed as I possibly can. This video isn't about being political. That is the last thing I want to make this video. I'm not here to tell you, again, I'm not here to tell you what leader to vote for, who you think is right or wrong. I'm here to tell you that us as humans need to do better. There's so much going on right now, and a lot of people have lost a lot. It's just a matter of how we go about doing better that needs to be looked at. I don't have much else to say. I appreciate all of you. For the people who do see this, maybe, for the people who already subscribed, for the people who have supported me when this was just like a dream, I love all of you. No matter who you are, no matter what your situation is, you deserve to be loved and you deserve to be respected. I know I'm just some guy on the internet right now, spouting probably whatever nonsense, but it's what every human deserves. Happy birthday, me, I guess. For anyone who's wondering, my birthday is May 22nd. I hope you all have a nice day. I don't know if I'm going to upload this. I might just edit it right now and upload it. I might not even upload it. My voice was shaking during that. You may have not heard it, but I just wanted to say something. I've been putting this off, and I shouldn't have been putting it off because it's important and it needs to be heard. I hope you all have a good day or night, and I'll see you whenever I get a chance to upload. Bye bye.